A month after publicly launching my creative platforms, I'm here to share the story of why I did all of this. If in the near future, if you plan on doing a creative project and an endeavor, you might be interested on this deep dive. It's all about knowing your whys and the very core of what you do, because establishing those things at the get-go helps me in pursuing this. Contrary to popular belief, hindi ko plano makipag-compete against YouTube vloggers like Mimiya, Will Dasovich, or Kong TV. As what you can see, my content is far different from what most people would want to watch. Mine is a very niche market. Here's the thing. Me choosing to become a fully fledged content creator is not just the decision to venture into YouTube videos. I've been making content through Facebook in my Facebook posts, on my day stories. I write and speak for a living. So the content creator in me has always been there. Even without YouTube and Medium, I'd still be talking about it with friends and writing about these topics. These things are therapeutic for me. The only difference now is I make some of it public, and that's why it's easier for me, and it even makes me happy to do this. It's not that taxing for me to do so. This new creative pursuit of mine is about using different platforms in content creation. It's a combination of YouTube videos, Medium articles, and Facebook posts. Personally, I've always been fascinated with interconnectedness and interdisciplinary studies. Kumbaga, lahat ng personal stories always has some social issues, philosophy, and art embedded in them. Those interests of mine are primarily influenced by my background in creative writing, debate, and in studying economics and political economy. So these things that I talk about on my videos here on my channel, the things I write about in Medium are the kind of topics and discussions I'd like to have with friends and colleagues. And I get this feeling of excitement when I can find the connection from one topic to another and add another layer of insight for the conversation. Because that's how I get new learnings. And based sa mga hangouts ko with friends and colleagues, the millennials and Gen Zs really want these topics to be highlighted. The proof of this is the kind of media we consume. Tingnan nyo na lang. It's always highly related or at least tangential to politics, history, philosophy, and psychology. Tingnan nyo, Black Mirror, Attack on Titans, Sex Education, Game of Thrones, Avatar The Last Airbender. Kung titingnan nyo yung mga yon, all of those big intimidating topics are embedded in all of these stories. It makes sense that we really want these things to be understood. Unfortunately, umay na tayo on the way these are poorly discussed by our leaders on TV, na parang di nila alam yung mga topics like consent, yung empathy or social justice or causes, or how other sensationalized topics always hijack the attention of the public away from these important topics. So, our pent-up frustration is channeled to digest something that stimulates our interest. So, am I the messiah who's going to do that? No. I'm no expert in all of these fields. What I usually do is to start a very light conversation and have a discussion based on my own understanding and redirect you to someone or another content that could further explain it even way better. That's my goal, to make people see that we can have a shared understanding of different matters if we just make a constant effort to see the links. Talking about these seemingly hard topics doesn't have to be intimidating. We make it less threatening and even more interesting if we scale it down to stories you and I both share. Because that is how I would want someone else to do it for me. So that's the story of my creative platforms. This YouTube channel, my Medium blog, and my Facebook post. I just want to start this conversation, and I believe we all want to do that.